Let's go to our friend John in Mandeville. Hey, John, good morning.
Good morning, good morning. So Jindal did it again, huh? But that's not why I called. I respect both of your opinions, and I'd like to just mention one quick thing, which I think is an abomination because I have a handicapped younger brother who's not on this particular program because our family takes care of him. But Jack Donahue, and I know you both know this, and I'm just repeating this for the people that haven't read it yet, transferred $4.5 million from the handicap fund to the new racing track on the West Bank, which makes me absolutely sick of my stomach. So I'd just like your opinion on that and whether or not it's true. I think it is. CB mentioned it, and whatever he says is true. I'll comment on it, and Steve, maybe you can tell us as an attorney, how can we do this? Thank you. God bless you.
All right. Good question. Thank you, John. Steve, are you familiar with this? CB talked about it in a recent posting, and we're going to try to, Daryl, see if we can line up Jack Donahue to come in and talk about that. Your thoughts, Steve?
Well, I don't know what CB said, and so anyway. But I do know that there has been a lot of writing about it, a lot of reporting of this issue recently. Last week or 2 weeks ago, essentially, Governor Jindal had made an announcement about the track getting really a wonderful project. The Indy 500 were coming down here for races, and so apparently what happened was that the governor, and this is what was reported. I mean, I don't know for a fact, but I didn't see the hearing. But apparently, $4.5 million was promised to the track, and that the money was taken from the fund that John's referring to, and so there was only one person, that was Dan Clater, who actually opposed the transferring of the money. And Donahue said that the money would be repaid from to this fund from some other source. So that was in essence. And there's another component of this, and that is that the gentleman, the family that owns the track, they've put up like 120. I'm going to say. $1,000 to the general campaigns, I should say, over the years, and so it's
the Chouest family.
Sure. Yeah. They have a lot of marine interests.
Right.
Dr. Chouest, who's the major principal, I think he's done a terrific job with this track.
No, I agree. Fantastic job.
I mean, absolutely, and I think we should support it to the extent. Look, we support Tom Benson.
No, Boy, do
seriously.
we?
Yeah, we do. And from that standpoint, I think we should do whatever we can do to support vital economic development projects.
But we should have a fund set aside for such issues instead of taking it from those who need the money, especially those who are disabled. I mean, that's a real concern.
And we do have that fund actually started under Governor Foster. It actually was approved under Governor Blanco, and so we do have a fund. Here's the problem: we don't have enough revenues. We can talk till we're blue and white and green in the face about how well the state is doing in terms of our economy and having jobs and all, but our government is dysfunctional, and we don't have the money. And so until we get that right, we're going to have these debates ongoing, and that's what we've talked about in the past. Yeah. And that is the governor basically taking from different funds, not paying the bills, using it's that dreaded one-time money. Using one-time money that is now depleted, and so now robbing Paul to pay Peter. Mm-hmm. And and I don't blame Dr. Chouest I mean, absolutely not. I mean, he's made a great investment. He sees other people, whether it's the movie industry or
Right.
or other industries, getting funding. And he's, I mean, and he's bringing in jobs.
But I don't blame Senator Claytor for asking questions about how this transfer was being made, or CB or anybody else for being critical. So
exactly.
we're going to reach out to Senator Donahue to try to get some answers. You said that the money was going to be repaid. Do you know from where and when?
No. I maybe from the Jindal campaign fund. I don't know.
That's a very robust fund, by the way, because he does a lot of fundraising. He spends a lot of time on that.
Yeah. It really is a shame. No, I don't know. This is a big issue. I think that comes at the tail end of the of this session, and it just shows. It's just evidence of the fact that, again, I think Louisiana government, in the way that we fund the government, is just absolutely dysfunctional and remain dysfunctional over the next couple of years. So when Bobby is able to get up there in the national scene, everybody down here, hopefully the 70 or 50 or whatever $1 billion projects that do come in, hopefully we'll all be able to have enough funds to pay for.
Hang on, Steve.